مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Good morning, students, and welcome to our new lesson related to Unit 2, Section B. This is a writing lesson. I hope you are going to enjoy today's lesson and develop your writing skills. As it is clear from my introduction, today's lesson has got some specific objectives. First, we are going to fill in gapped sentences with relevant linking phrases. Second, we are going to learn the main features of a compare and contrast essay. Then, with our final task, we are going to plan and draft a compare and contrast essay. Then, you are expected to check it for mistakes and write the final copy. Now, let's start our task, and I hope you are going to participate effectively in today's lesson and enjoy it. First of all, let's find out what is a compare and contrast essay and learn how it is different from other types of essays. First, what is a compare and contrast essay? Nice. A compare and contrast essay aims at explaining how far two items or two ideas are similar or different. Let's ask, what's the difference between contrast and compare? When you are comparing, it means the two ideas or items share the same quality, but they differ in the degree they have it. However, when you are contrasting, this means the two ideas or items have opposite qualities. Now, moving on, what are the main parts of a compare and contrast essay? A compare and contrast essay has got three main parts: the introduction, the main body, and the conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. When you are writing an introduction, you have to make a general statement introducing your topic of discussion. It can be a question or something else. Second, you have to mention the two things you are going to compare and state the aspects that you are going to compare. Second, we have got the main part, which is preferable to be 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph, you are going to compare and contrast the two ideas or the two items with respect to one point of comparison. Then, with the second paragraph, you are going to compare and contrast the approach with respect to another point of comparison. Similarly, with paragraph 3, you are going to compare or contrast the two items, the two ideas concerning a third aspect of comparison or contrast. Finally, you don't have to leave the reader feeling distracted, but you have to write a conclusion. In the conclusion, you are going to summarize the comparisons you made and make a general statement to conclude your essay. Now, let's move on to our task, in which we are going to find out the topics, or to train how to find out the topics of the main body paragraphs. Let's go ahead. Gentlemen, this is a very interesting and useful task. We have got 3 main body paragraphs, as you can see with exercise C. We have got a comparison between vocational schools and traditional colleges. By the way, vocational schools are schools which help you learn a practical skill or a job, a profession. For example, you can learn how to be a plumber, how to be a carpenter, an electrician, etc. So we have got 3 paragraphs and we have got 6 topics from A to F. As usual, you have to stop the video for 5 minutes and try to find out which topic for which paragraph. Then we can check the answers together. Now we are back, gentlemen. Paragraph 1, which topic was it? Yes, this is a very good idea. This paragraph is comparing or contrasting the idea of skills. That's nice. Paragraph 2, what is the content or the main idea of paragraph 2? That's right, it is time factor. You are comparing vocational schools and traditional college concerning time. Thank you for your enthusiastic participation. And let's move to paragraph 3. Paragraph 3 is comparing or contrasting. Very good. Career development. That's nice. Very good participation. Let's move on to our task, in which we are going to have some further training with linking words or phrases. Let's go ahead. Gentlemen, as you can see in paragraph C of your workbook, we have got 8 linking phrases and we have got 8 spaces in the text below, which discusses the topic of, very good answer, homework. It's talking about the advantages of giving students homework. Again, we are going to resume our technique of stopping the video for 3 minutes to think about the linking words and get back to check our answers. Gentlemen, let's read the text together and check our answers. There has always been discussion over whether homework should be given to school children. It is my belief that, yes, this is the first linker, it is given beforehand. Homework is necessary for students' progress. So the writer is in favor of, the writer supports giving students homework. Now the writer has to start his arguments. That's right. To begin with, giving school children homework provides them with the opportunity to revise and practice what they have learned at school. Nice, this is a good feeling. These are 3 possible answers. What is the result? This way, as a result, therefore, they will be able to understand and learn more efficiently. Space number 4. This is, of course, a new argument. Moreover, remember that the author is adding a new idea, so he uses a relevant linking word. Moreover, they will have time to carefully study the material and note down any questions they may have. Space 5. Nice. This way, as a result, therefore, they can ask the teacher questions they may not have thought about during class. Nice. So we can work out that in some cases, there is more than one relevant linking word. Now, let's move to a new argument. Yes, that's nice. Remember, this is the writer's final argument. So he says, last but not least, homework consists of tasks students are required to complete, which gives them an understanding of time management and individual responsibility. Of course, these are important skills. This will not only help them during their school years, but later on in life as well. Next, that's right. Summing up, remember that now the writer has moved to the conclusion. Summing up, homework can be a useful tool for both students and teachers, as the advantages are numerous. The advantages are plenty. The final space, yes, that's right. Amazing answer. As a result, or therefore, teachers should continue to give homework to school children. As you can see, gentlemen, this was a very important task in which we learned how to select the relevant linking words, which make your essay cohesive and interesting to read. I think now we have got enough knowledge to further go ahead in order to plan our own essay and write it by ourselves. Please, let's move on. Gentlemen, you know, some people prefer to study on their own. Meanwhile, other people prefer to study in groups as they find it more helpful and more interesting. But do they all share the same advantages or disadvantages? We are going to find out. So, today's plan, we are going to compare, yes, studying in group versus studying alone. So this is what we are comparing. A sample introduction, we can say, it's useful to examine the similarities and differences between group and individual study. In the introduction, you have to state the aspects, the main ideas you are going to compare and contrast, especially in terms of efficiency, convenience, and skills. So we have got three main aspects, three main fields in which we are going to make our comparison. It's efficiency, how far this method or that is efficient, is useful, is effective, how far it is convenient, how far it is suitable to your needs, to your abilities, and how far it is going to help you develop your skills, what type of skills you are going to learn from each method of studying. Paragraph 1. Remember, gentlemen, we are just writing notes or short sentences which we can elaborate on in our final essay. So, paragraph 1, we can say, both self-study and group study may be efficient study options. So, what are the similarities or differences? We can say, studying alone provides control over how quickly a material is covered. However, group study helps us to cover several topics more quickly. Paragraph 2. What's the point of comparison? Yes, this time we are comparing convenience. Another point of comparison is that of convenience. The details we can give, studying alone provides greater flexibility in time and location. You can study wherever you would like and whenever you would like. Of course, this is just a note. We haven't given details concerning group study about this point of convenience. The last point of comparison is nice, skills. Self-study and group study develop unique skills. They develop different skills. Sample details. Self-study requires greater self-discipline. Studying in groups improves ability to work as part of a team and develop negotiation skills. I think these are good suggested items, suggested bullets, on which we can work to produce our final essay. Gentlemen, please try to work hard and develop your own essay. And in the following stage, I'm going to give you my sample essay on this topic. Thank you very much, and please let's move ahead to the final essay. Welcome again, gentlemen, with this sample essay on our topic. Please try to remember the main components of the introduction. Let's read it together. Studying is an important part of the learning process. While many people feel that group study is most effective, there are those who believe studying is best accomplished alone. With this in mind, it's useful to examine the similarities and differences between group and individual study, especially in terms of efficiency, convenience, and skills. Gentlemen, remember that I have introduced the topic and mentioned the three aspects of comparison on which I am going to work on. And these aspects were previously mentioned in the plan. This is the first main body paragraph. Both self-study and group study may be efficient study options. When studying alone, students have more control over how quickly or slowly they cover material. This allows them to focus their attention on areas of difficulty and skim over topics which they feel confident about. Conversely, group study may provide learners with the opportunity to cover a wider range of topics more quickly by assigning each person in the group something to focus on and then asking them to teach the rest of the group. Gentlemen, how about the second main body paragraph? That's nice. The following point of comparison is convenience. Let's read. Another point of comparison is that of convenience. Self-study provides greater flexibility in terms of time and location than group study. For example, if you study alone, you can study late at night or on the train. In contrast, group study must be organized around students' schedules and locations. While group study may be practical for those living on a university campus, it is far less convenient for those using distance learning platforms. Now, we still have got a remaining idea of the main body. Finally, both self-study and group study develop unique skills. Students who choose to work alone must work through difficulties on their own, which can develop problem-solving skills. Moreover, self-study requires greater self-discipline than group study because there is no one else to motivate you. In contrast, by studying in groups, students improve their ability to work as part of a team and develop negotiation skills. It is clear that we have developed the comparison concerning the field of skills. Now, gentlemen, we have finished with the introduction, 3 main body paragraphs, and still we have got to conclude our essay. In conclusion, both group study and self-study can be efficient study methods. Students who are considering different study techniques should take into consideration their personal needs in terms of convenience and skills development. Thank you, gentlemen. I hope today's lesson was fruitful, was helpful, and I hope to see you in the following lessons. Thank you for your participation, for your hard work. Till we meet again, thank you and goodbye.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.